What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kai Gibson, aka Rick Secrets, and y'all already know what time it is. It's time to drop another bomb on my YouTube people. Like, if you're inside a business, you're wondering, hey, listen, well, shit, I can't see funding right now because I'm in a position to where I have bad credit and I can no longer go over in personal guarantee for the business. Because this is what usually people find themselves in the situation of, like, oh, I can be able to build business credit and be able to get my business funded. But if you in it for the long run, right? If you're in it for the long run, then building business credit in order to be able to get the business funded is a way to be able to possibly go. Is it the most efficient, fastest way? No, right? That's going to be actually using your personal credit as a powerhouse for the business. So a situation I like to give out is, imagine that your kid grows to be 18 years old and they try to be able to go out to the dealership to get their first car. If they have no financial history, no credit history attached to them at all, right? The dealership or the bank is gonna tell them, hey, listen, you're gonna need a personal guarantee to come over here, a co-signer to be able to prove that you can hold this car on, right? So somebody has to come over and personal guarantee. But what if I'm in a situation to where, like, my personal credit is sham, I'm in the process of removing or repairing my personal credit. What can I do now with my business, right? This is gonna be one of the best ways to be able to actually still get a business funded with bad personal credit, all right? We're gonna give y'all two different ways inside of the video. So let's get to the first, but before we do, make sure if you have not yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, hit that share button. That way you'll be notified every time your boy drops another video. All right. So the first and the fastest way to be able to actually see funding for a business, if I have bad personal credit, a shot at the wall, is me actually going out and forming a company and only placing my ownership as a certain percentage, right? So let's say that my mom has good personal credit, right? She has a 700 credit score and her personal credit profile is built the way it's supposed to be built, right? If my personal credit is bad, the best option for me to be able to do is create the business and put her as 50% as the owner, right? Or I could do 80, however I want to be able to slice it down. But let's say 50% of ownership of this business. Now that she has 50% of the business of ownership, I can always utilize her credit to be able to go over and personal guarantee the business. All right. So me and my mom signed a LLC, right? I signed her on because I have bad personal credit. She has good personal credit. So we got 50-50 inside the ownership, and I can choose who exactly created this pool when it comes to her actually, when it comes to the business actually going out and receiving funding, right? So that's gonna be the first way I can do it. I can decide to be able to, depending on what state that I go in, I can decide to put multiple members of ownership inside of the LLC, okay? So second way to be able to receive funding. I'm down bad, I have no personal credit at all, and now I have nobody inside of my family that I can use or friends that I can place as another owner on the LLC, right? What way do I go now? And this is gonna only be through the business income, right? Many people miss this, like they like, well, damn, all right, only way to be able to receive funding is through personal credit or business credit. And everybody misses out on the income the business is actually generating every single month, or even the projected income that the business will be able to make, right? So if I got a projected income, which is the best thing to be able to give the banks, creditors, and lenders, right? They want to be able to see, like, what are you projected to make within the next 6 months? That's the best thing to show them instead of where you at now. Like, where are you projected to be going when it comes to the business? But let's say we had that bad credit. All right. What is available to us for funding? I need funding ASAP to be able to get my business from 1 location to 3, and I know I'll be able to pay it back. And this is the thing with, like, other people's money, right? Mastering other people's money is to get a portion to be able to create and start your business. Once the business starts to bring income in, you then pay a portion to yourself, and then you pay a portion to the bank. Pay a portion to yourself, then a portion to the bank. You're making the bank more wealthy, you're getting yourself more wealthy at the same time, right? So That's how the game is played, right? Somebody say money means time. Well, shit, I need a loan. All right. So the only other way of getting yourself funding is through fintech, what we consider as fintech companies. All right. Fintech companies. Now, these are nothing but banks that other banks have lended off money to lend off money to people they can't lend money to. Right? So the bank gives them, the fintech companies, their money, and they say, hey, listen, we got too much money. Hey, loan this money out. Loan it out, get it out to a wider amount of people, a wider amount of businesses, right? This is what happens. But if I have no personal credit and I don't have business credit being built, I'm not building the EIN number, the only route I'm gonna be able to use is the income that I'm actually making inside the business. And fintech companies are the best banks for this. Simply because majority of them don't go off of your personal credit score. Some of them don't even care how long have you like actually been inside a business. But of course, like it would have to be more than like 3 to 6 months, right? The main requirements that these fintech companies have, like Rapid Finance, On Deck, Forward Financing, all these fintech companies, the main thing they have in common is simply asking for a active business with the state. You got to make sure your business is actually active and you don't have to reinstate it with the state. Second, they want to make sure you have at least 3 months of income, right? You got 3 months of bank statements that's coming through your business savings account. And I'm going to tell y'all a strategy to really look at inside of your account to make sure that you're getting the maximum amount from these creditors, lenders, and banks, right? And that is to always check your ending balance statement, right? Like if I have, this is one thing I realized when I got funded the first time. If you have over $30,000 going through an account every single month, right, for 3 whole months, the underwriter that is looking at your situation to be able to receive, so you can receive funding for your business, what they are looking at is the ending balance statement. Like you think they looking at the $30,000 like, oh shit, I made $30,000 this month. They not looking at that. They looking at the ending balance statement of what is left of that $30,000. That's gonna depend or reflect on what you actually see in funding, right? So shit, I can bring through $30,000 a month, right? But at the end of the day, if what's left over of that $30,000 is only what? $500, then shit, the money that they give you, they gonna see that is going out of your account, right? So that's gonna be a higher risk of getting yourself funded. So make sure before you send in those 3 bank statements, go over and thoroughly look at your ending balance statement. Like what is left over of each and every penny that I'm bringing in every month. What is left over this, right? And if it's something good, present it to them. Okay. So these are gonna be the 2 type of ways to be able to actually see funding in 2024. Like if I have bad personal credit, I can either go over and sign somebody on as ownership with me on this business and utilize their credit to be able to get it funded. And the second way is actually making sure that I have income coming inside the business. I don't have personal credit, I don't have business, but I can always use the income or projected income in order to be able to go out and seek for funding. All right, if you're somebody inside the video that's saying, hey, listen, I need mentorship. I need somebody to be able to guide me and take me to the next level. Like every step I want to be able to make, I don't want it to be a mistake. I want it to be the correct step, right? Mentorship will be down below inside of Rich Secrets University. Make sure y'all hit that comment section, right? And also the description section to be able to join Rich Secrets University. Until next time, it's your boy Kai Gibson, aka Rich Secrets, and we out.